says consider statistics about human body temperature, and then here are statistics. So would a 99% confidence interval be wider or narrower than a 98% confidence interval? It's going to be wider because to be more confident, you're going to have to cast your net out further to make sure that you've captured the true value. So that's going to be wider. Now it says, what are the advantages and disadvantages of 98% confidence? It has a less chance of containing the true, that's true, but it's more precise. Well, actually, it's narrower. Okay, so that is true. Let's see. I think it's definitely going to be A. Okay, continue. If we conduct further research using this sample of 500 adults, how would you expect the 98% confidence interval to contain? Oh, okay, so if we increase this, if we conduct further research and this time we have more, we increase the sample size, well, you know, your mean is going to be, I mean, your standard deviation, your standard error is going to become smaller because you always divide by, take the standard error and divide by this, or standard deviation and divide by the square root of n. So if your standard error becomes smaller, then your confidence interval will become narrower. So that's one way to increase your accuracy, is to increase your sample. So how large a sample would you need to estimate the mean body temperature to within 0.1 degrees with 98% confidence? Okay, and so that's when we want to use that formula that was at the end of our PowerPoint on in lecture 4.1. Which was that you do the margin of error. So here's that formula. N is equal to z star times the standard deviation squared, divided by the margin of error squared. And then z star, these are the different values that you'll use for your z star. So let's see, what is it that they wanted? They want, sorry, how large a sample would you need to estimate 0.1 degrees within 0.1, so that's your margin of error, with 98% confidence. And so on your formula, 98% confidence is going to be 2.326. So you'll do equals and then parentheses 2.326 and then times the standard deviation, which they gave you as that 0.6824. So I'm coming in and putting this into Excel. 0.6824. And then you're going to divide that by the margin of error that they wanted. I think they want it within, within 0.1 degrees. So we're going to divide by 0.1. And then you're going to square that, because that's the formula, and hit enter. And then you're going to round up. So 252 will be the number that you will use.